EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland.
Yeah, I dated a girl from Ohio. I just said bye.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They go with Chubb on second down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
64.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Demetrius Harris, 38 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 22. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He finds some open field here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
A gain of 29 yards. And a 49er first down.
Here's Mostert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go. 180. 3 bucks.
Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, all the way down at the 21-yard line.
Don't be scared of it.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go.
Here we go. 180.
Number 53, Mike 53. Rip right.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
This is Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Run.
Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got him.
Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
21. Here we go.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Garoppolo now. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon. And again, it's Chubb. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. A run for Nick Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now Chubb running right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check. Watch 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Muscles him off. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A give running right is Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Fourth down, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
Now Mostert. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 95 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles. And the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They run. Chubb finding room at the 30. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 83 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And he's going to be... Touchdown, Brown.
I will not be embarrassed this game.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Go, Kai.
No, 66. Hey, orbit. Hey, 66.
Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And out across midfield down to the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Nope. We'll be all right.
Wait, set. 380.
Check right 54. Right 54. Night, sweetheart.
Rip.
54, Mike.
Hey, I-7.
54. Check time.
Sugar.
Brady now on first down.
Thank you.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Turn the tide.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 180.
It's our time. It's our time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The king low Kai. They call me LordBumeSato's.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
I can run it.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
I can.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this 1st drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? We're scoreless after 1.
Oh, we got scoreless after 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Not for long.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The score does not reflect it.
Now they try the right side here.
Oh, my God.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
This guy is,
well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll run it on the toss.
You got it. You got it.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go. 180.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
One Omaha.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no point.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
They come out here in the eye. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point.
That, sir? That was a good one. Oh, no, that missed the kick out.
No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Dying his dreadlocks.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Hey, Alabama. Watch the screen. Hey, Alpha.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Mike 54. Mike 3 in your face. Hey, exit. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Go there.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL
Nice strike
on EA Sports.
Dude, this is
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
13. Hey, wahoo!
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 42 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Yeah. Did you see that shit, son?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a play fake, Brady. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Regular. Alpha. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 5.
To throw again, Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Yeah, well, that seems to be their season.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I couldn't imagine a worse game if Tom Brady left next year.
To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4.
Bravo.
56. Get away with it. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Here we go.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo now on third and goal. And that's complete to Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a fourth and goal. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49ers. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Oftentimes with these gadget plays, these fakes, we focus on the offense and say, hey, they practiced this week. They were ready. But the defenses practice these situations too.
And just look at it this way. The 2 owners sitting up in their boxes, one is saying, boy, is my team well prepared? And the other one's like, I got to talk to my coaches. What were they thinking?
And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, team 6.
And that is going to do it. The NFL on EA Sports.
Jacket, reload. Hey, Haywood. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On first and 10, here's Brady. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. D Ford in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey.
Brady going to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. D Ford make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
He's got Lacoste as tight end. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
12, fellas, here we go. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. They come out here in the eye. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, come on.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
Yeah, you know.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
We're playing chopped liver right now.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, it's Carson. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 46 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the...
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Mike 54. Down to lose one.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Here we go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. They'll try to run with Carson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. To throw is Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They run for it with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Here's Wilson. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.